Pierrot, mein Lachen.
Say Pierrot to any musician and they will instantly know you're talking about Pierrot Lunaire by Arnold Schoenberg, performed by an ensemble, a pocket orchestra, if you will, a mini band of 5 instruments, 2 wind instruments, 2 string instruments, and piano, and with a narrator. The amazing thing is that it's not sung, it's not spoken, it's something in between. And the whole work is between speech and song, comedy and tragedy, irony and hysteria, and of course avant-garde and tradition. Again, after more than 100 years, this is still amazing how this piece actually combines the whole 20th century in a way, in a little package.
The Morgan Library and Museum is really unique in that we have an amazing collection of music manuscripts and printed music, one of the finest collections in the United States. It's really a collection of collections. And this really provides artists and scholars from around the world to look at primary sources. On occasion, we are able to actually put a manuscript on view, which is really special. I mean, it's special for the artists, but also for the public during intermission or before or after a concert to actually see the manuscript of a work that's being performed.
All 4 works on the program come from the first quarter of the 20th century, which for me is one of the most interesting periods in music history. It's a time when composers were finding their own individual voices rather than belonging to national schools of composition. So we have a 1906 piece, Claude Debussy's Children's Corner, in his impressionistic style. We have Stravinsky's Petrushka, 1911, experimenting with bitonality. Schoenberg, which comes from 1912, a kind of expressionist cabaret atonal where you really feel the world order changing and the First World War in the offing and the ground starting to shift beneath our feet. And then the latest piece on the program is Ravel's Tegan from 1924, gypsy-inspired tunes, again his own very personal idiom, and I think it makes for a fascinating combination of pieces in one evening.
Our programs are always consisting of all the works, the masterpieces, and new works which we commission. We try to have both a foot in this world and a foot in that world, and I think in a way that's what Schoenberg actually tried to do.
Pierrot Lunaire was such a seminal work of the 20th century that it actually inspired the formation of several ensembles that centered around its particular instrumentation. Now, ICP didn't start that way, but what we do have in common is that flexibility of ensemble, mixing strings and winds, piano, certainly harp in our case. And so a program that has at its center this piece fits our ensemble quite nicely.
The level of artistry is so high, and whenever they commit to a project, it's first rate. And this is very much what the Morgan is about. And I think the missions of ICP and the Morgan are very close.
Wünschen macht mich froh nach Freuden, die ich lang verahnt.